Greetings, everyone. This is Elizabeth. How is everyone doing? I'm scrolling. There's a lot of scrolling today. Aw, I scrolled right on out of the chat. How rude. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so we have Miss Maureen and Dawn and Miss Pam. Hello, hello, hello. And me not muting my stuff. Maureen and Pam, I think I said. Dawn, hello, hello. Crystal's Creation, hey, how ya doing? Cordelia, Mr. Jim, Linda, hello, lovely lady. How's it going? Gloria, Lisa, and Vay, hello, beautiful people. Bethany, Susie Fick. Look at all those lovely names. Holy Magolies. And Maureen. I think I said that, but, you know, my mind does not remember much of anything. So, I don't know what to do. Today is just one of them weird days, like, it's not hitting me. A lovely subby suggested that we use some of the stuff we've been making and show how to use it in different ways, like pockets or making die cuts and stuff like that. So I got my stack together, and I've got my little cleanups. We'll kind of go through it. If something hits your fancy, you're like, oh wait, I want to see that, let me know. Miss Shay, hello, hello. So these are the quickie cleanups of, you know, picking up ink off the table. This is just what I had on my desk. So I've got tons more. I made this last night after the live because I was cleaning up and I had a glob of black paint. So I did black paint with a little bit of some of the mucky muck that was left on the watercolors, and then put some white, I splattered it with some of this white pen. I splattered it all over, and then I took the brush and brushed it very gently one time and then splattered it again. And I don't know, I really like this one. Clean up. I had little bubbles on my mat, so we cleaned those up. More cleanup. Look at the cleanup. Ugh. This one, I don't know. I added blue to the green by accident at one point. And so I didn't have like a true green most of the evening I was working, but I think this one just turned out beautiful. This one was from the Brayering with the gel plate. Very subtle, very lovely. No adding more colors in a way that would lead to more cleanup. We can do that. This one was another of the gel press with inks. Right? Was I using... Yeah, I was using Simon Hurley's re-inkers for these. And you can blend them up and get different colors and stuff. And these are with the gel press. I did take pictures. It'll take me a spell to get them 8 to 8.5 by 11 and into a folder to put on my website. But, several folders, because there's a lot. Ugh, some of these turn out really good. Again, these particular ones are with, see, and I love this one. I took the zigzag in yellow, went this way, and then turned it and zigzagged the green the other way. I don't know, I like that one. Jean, hello, hello. But these, you can do so many things with these. I did use a thicker paper on when I did the gel press and my cleanups. These are the Accent Opaque 65-pound papers. So these are going to make great card panel size. They're also going to make, if you want to like fold them in half, or maybe you do a full sheet and you fold the full sheet in half. So say like this was one sheet, you fold it in half, and then you have, you know, a page for a journal. But even if you fold these in half, you know, that's a pretty decent sized little bitty journal. So you can use these for all sorts of stuff. Hello, Debbie J. We've got, these are what we worked on last night, and I did take a bunch of photos of these. The camera really liked them, I think. And again, these are watercolor paper. So even though you wouldn't use them as a page in a journal, they can definitely be your cover because they're super thick. You can reinforce the spine, poke your little holes, and then put your journal piece. So say like our page, right, goes in there. We could cut this just a little bit bigger because see, we're gonna have this nice little border, and if we put our centerpiece here, you know, that could be a cover. So lots of options. And I do want to turn one of these into a cover and start putting some of my pages in it. So I think we'll do that. We'll turn one of these into a cover page. A cover. Maybe this one. Because I can add a lot of stuff. Well, I can add a lot of stuff to all of it. Look at this. Look at this. This one, the little speckles of the yellow and stuff. Ugh, this one turned out really good. This one, I photographed this area right here, and it's amazing how that red just sits right on top of that. Please demo the black and white page. Okay, I'm gonna put that one on top. Do we want to turn it into a card, or do we want to turn it into a journal page? There's your next question. A card, because I'm seeing I could do also, we could do all sorts of, we could put bright colored flowers on it and make it fun, Christmassy. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot. Under this one, under the sea filling. Yeah, maybe little teeny fishes. This one I did after the live. Again, I just took my brush and soaked up all of the wells of what was left behind, and I brushed them all in one direction with a big brush, and I put that yellow down as strong as it would go because I had the most of that. But yeah, this one is very muted, very good for I have a stamp with the little girl in an umbrella with the little rainy boots. But yeah, even though your colors are a muck and you're like, we're just gonna go rinse it out, play with it. You never know. It just made some really beautiful colors. When I took pictures of it, I kind of zoomed in, and it almost looked like a gloomy sunset. Okay, and then this is the one we added the shimmer splatters to by the distress mica stains. And so we've got purple shimmer and the golden shimmer, purple and gold, straight up all over this thing. Look at that. I wouldn't use any of these as a cover to a journal because even though those are down, they still rub off. So, yeah. I wouldn't put it on the outside cover. I'd put it on the inside cover. This one was another muted one. This one is going to be great for die cutting and stamping flowers and stuff. This one, I was really happy with this one. We're gonna encounter this one again on Wednesday. I'm gonna print this one and use it for my tea bag project with Dawn. So I'm gonna print this and get it a bunch of little squares on a page, and yeah, I'm gonna use this for my tea bag fold. I just think it's gorgeous. And then this is the crazy party one that we had a lot of input to try to help me stay away from the water up close. Oh, Deborah, hello, hello. She says you could laminate it for a divider. Absolutely. You could laminate any of these. Now, because laminator is clear on the back, what I would do, oops, sorry, that's my kid. They do not go on the mute. Ooh, she is asking a question I don't know the answer to. Hold on a second, my friends. I gotta help the kiddo out. Do 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 do. Okay. Hopefully that works for her. Before you laminate, you could decorate the back side, decoupage, whatever you want to do to the back side, so that when you laminate it, both sides have something fabulous. Especially if you laminate it and put it in your journals. No, she's needing a password for our Amazon account. Hopefully what I gave her works. And then, yeah, the party one. And then this one was kind of fun too. We've got some softy areas, some crazy area. Ooh, this one looks like a horse right there. Little horse head, his little horsey hoof. A little person, or a camel, because that kind of looks like a little camel hump. But yeah. Okay, so we want to see this one. I think we'll make a card. I'm gonna think on this one. So I've got it set up right in front of me, because I'm thinking in my head about some dies. White, I think white would be really pretty with that. We're gonna take one of these. I love this one. We're gonna take this one. No, this one. This one is gonna make some beautiful flowers. So we're gonna die cut this one, and we're gonna put those flowers on. I need one that's more, there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a more subtle background, and we're going to turn this into our cover. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do our cover plate, or cover for our book, okay? And to do that, I'm going to fold this in half. And no, I'm not. What am I going to do? because some of my pages I made this big. So we're gonna cut it in half, then fold it in half. That's what we're gonna do. So we need a big chop. Okay. Now this is 12 inches long. So we're gonna cut it in half at 6. Rope. Don't fall on me. The flowers we cut out of this are really going to stand out on this. And heck, we even have a little butterfly going on or something. Then I'm going to fold this in half. And that's going to be our little book. No, I did not tighten the screw on my cutter. Have you seen this? No. I have to get some tools from the tool shed. And the hubby's been working, so I haven't asked him to go get me what I need. In other words, I've been lazy and haven't done it yet. Okay. So now we're going to fold it in half. And so it is 9 inches. 9 inches. 9. And I'm not repeating the 9 or any of the sizes for you guys. I repeat it for myself. Because if I don't, I'll be like, what was that again? Okay. Which is silly because it says right here. But that's kind of small. It's a little under 9. So 9, that's 4 and 4 is 8. And a half is 9. So I'm going to fold it at 4 1/2. Okay. Flip. Oh, I scored it down the wrong side. Can we score it the other way? Let's push that down the other way. My bad. Because you want to flip and fold. And that doesn't have to be... These can even be card bases. I mean, watercolor paper is pretty sturdy. Okay, and they're handmade, so I wouldn't worry about that. So here's our book cover. And what I'm gonna do, see, there's a little lip right here. I am holding that side because it's the longest side, right? And I am going to put another line in there. And I'll tell you why. Because then it's going to open it up a little bit. Okay? So I put 2 score marks side by side. Okay? You score it, then you flip it and score it again, and it's going to score in a different spot. Just because this paper is a little off. Come on. Get that squished down in there. Okay. Yes, for the binding. Just makes it a little bit looser for our papers that we're going to put in there. And we're going to put some of these heavy papers in there. And I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some of my lighter weight paper too. Okay. Okay, so if you use if you're trying to highlight a person, you have to be on a computer. I think, because it does not work. Okay, never mind. I take it back. So when we at people, we don't see it highlighted. The person sees it highlighted. Okay, so these are some printy things that I did a couple of days ago. We'll chop these up and use them for inserts as well, because they're a thinner paper. Haha! We're gonna make ourselves a little mini book. So I've got this on the outside. I'm just gonna pick a couple of thick pages. Please don't fight with me. Get over there. Okay, so here's the outside of our book. And then we're gonna pick some pages to go on the inside of our book. Okay, I think if I do three, I think I'm gonna do 3 signatures. So these will be my starts to this. So a signature is just a grouping of the pages within the book. And sometimes books are bound by clusters. And so I'm going to make 3 clusters for my book. I'm going to use these 3. And then I'm going to put some inserts in there. Yes, you could put your thinner papers on the backs. You can also leave them blank for writing and various other things. A lot of people do that. Or you leave them blank and then you do other stuff. So I'm gonna go with that one. Definitely like that one. I'll take a chunk out of this one and that one. Take a chunk off of that one. I don't know. The paint got gloppy there. I don't like that. And that one. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 6, 9. Fabulous. That will work. Okay, so now we're gonna get choppy chop with these. And I don't need to precision fold these. Okay, so let's cut these guys in half. Well, some of them in half, some of them the section that I want. 5 1/2. It's gonna be the cutest little book. That's 2. Diane of Oz, hello, hello. 5 1/2. Can actually go a little bit into that and then trim that down. So that'll work. I'll get my 5 1/2 this way. And then I have this weirdness for something else, maybe a pocket. So there's 3. And then I'm going to trim off some of this. No, I need it straight. There we go. And then 5 1/2. Okay, and that's going to cut my flowers off the top. So I'm going to do it this way. Should have did it this way to begin with. Then flip it over. 5 1/2. That's going to be a nice little page. Because when we fold it, it's going to be pretty. Pat, hello again. Thanks for joining us. And I'm saving these little bits because you never know when you're working on a project if they're going to come in handy. Now this is the same stencil as the last time, so I'm going to cut close down to the rows and then cut from the top. Because see, like that could make a fun little strip of something if we need it. And then 5 1/2. This one gets cut in half. See, look at that goodness there. We can make a side pocket with that one. So all of these cleanups and weird pages that you're like, what am I going to do with? Making a journal is going to be the quickest way to knock out these papers. Absolutely quickest. And you can do your journal literally any size that you want. So mine is half a sheet of paper folded in half. So this is going to be our journal size. It's going to be just a cutie little journal. Okay, so I got those all cut in half. And then I've got some goodies sitting aside. Okay, so now we have our 3 thick pieces because, you know, I changed it up. I'm like, I want to use this paper. I want to use that paper. Now I'm not going to do this entire journal. I'm not going to stitch it into place or anything. I'm just going to do a quickie, get you started, and then we're going to go to that black and gold piece. I need an owl, you guys. I'm looking at this and I need an owl. And I think Bo Bunny has an owl. I think we're going to do an owl for one of those. We're going to make a card with that. Okay. Now, this one, these ones were cleanups, so they go straight to the edge. This one does not. So if you fold it, A, you can leave it. You're going to have this white border, or B, you can decorate it before you fold it. And I think I'm going to do that super quick. This is sitting out, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and this one. And I'm just going to do a border of that. And I think this is Clear Skies ink under there. So we're going to, I think Clear Skies either way is going to look good with that. Okay, so we're going to take some blue. And we're going to just pop that in there. So it's not so stark white. Maybe we don't want stark white. Just get some of that blue in there. Then we're gonna zhuzh it up just a little bit more. Take our pad right around there, darken that up. And then we're gonna take the same ink and we are just going to put these little stampies right on there. Go to the next one. And look, I'm being so quick. Okay, it's grungy. We don't want perfection. We want it to blend in with our grunginess from the other stuff. So we're not gonna be upset if it doesn't stamp right. And there we have it. Super quick. especially if you have to make a bunch of these, you want to do for a fair or something, you know, one of those events, craft show. Gosh. So here's our 3 signatures. They're out of a little bit thicker paper. I'll have decorating room. I mean, look at that. We go over that with some stencils and some stamps and some ink blending. We're gonna get some fun stuff. Hey, Carla. Okay, so now we've got that. We're gonna put our page fillers in there. Okay, and all those are the thinner pieces. Okay, our thinner pieces. We're just gonna fold those right up. And you can change it up. You don't have to put the image on the outside. Okay, so here I've got the image on the outside. It's going to open up to 2 blank pages, and then it's going to open up to that. So you can definitely mix and match your inside pieces, and I like those together. Let's put this in with it. I'm going to do this one on the outside. So that one is done. And we're going to pop that one into this one, because why not? So there's one little signature. Then I have this one. Let's see. I've got these pages left. Let's do these. And I'm actually going to switch this out with this one. Let's put that one. I just took out too many pages. There we go. We're going to put that there. We're going to put this one here. Just to kind of even out the coloring a little bit. Okay. Oh, no. I want this one. I want this one like this. So. Okay. And then that's going to be on the outside of that. And that is going to be on the outside of that. Which is going to go in there. So there's that one. There's that one. And there's this one. So this one is going to go like that. And that is going to go like, no, yes. So this one's going to open up this way. Like so, although I think I'm going to turn that way. So there's number 2. Okay, and already it's looking pretty fabulous. And then our last pages, I think we're going to start with the lighter one on the outside. And then we're going to do these. Carla, not a whole lot. We went through all of the stuff that I had, and I ran over and got some thinner papers that I've been doing cleanups, gel press, play, basically all sorts. So this one's going to open to that. Ooh, I like that. But I don't like it with that. I like it better with that. So we're just gonna switch these around. No big deal. Sometimes that happens. You're like, oh, we're going to do it this way. And then no, it does not look good. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So there's our third little piece. And then we get our little binder, our little book binder. And we can pop those in there. And it looks like I have a little bit too much room in there, even if I did scooch that up a little bit. So I just need to trim like 1/8 of an inch off, or leave it. You know, it is my book. I can do it any way I want to. If you don't, there we go. We just squish the binding back, because remember we double scored it, so then we can squish it in there, and now our page is set back. If your pages don't set back in your little book, you can just trim them. Okay, it's not going to hurt to go through and trim them 1/8 of an inch. You know, just cut a little sliver off of everybody. Of course, you could cut your watercolor paper longer and you wouldn't have that problem, but then you wouldn't get 2 covers out of it. Aww. Coolness. Pam, not yet. I still don't have the new stuff. We're working on it, I hope. Okay, so this is that. Now, the other thing, okay, I'm gonna take just a couple of these because we were chopping stuff up, right? And we wound up with some extra bits. Okay. Don't throw these out until you're done and you've gone through them. Because like this little bit right here, that's going to make a nice little pocket. Okay. And all I got to do see, I have a straight edge here, so I'm going to rip this top edge like so. Okay. And then I can make this into a pocket. Just like that. And what? Da, 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 da. Okay. So there's going to be my pocket. And if you want it grungy, you know, or to stand out, you're going to need a black ink and a good dark and maybe light brown. Okay. There's a dark brown and a light brown. Gonna take our little ink blenders. Okay. And quick. We're gonna be quick because we're doing like 50 million of these. Oh, that's not dark enough. Okay, so we're gonna switch it up. Because sometimes you don't know until you start going at it. Go in here with the... Oh, that's better. Just ink those edges a little bit. Get rid of that white. Okay. Get that nice and inky. Now to make a pocket, you can use tape or glue. Especially if you have a nice, good, strong glue. Okay. And all you're going to do is 3 edges. The sides and the bottom. So we're going to do the sides, okay, and the bottom, okay. Then we're just going to plop this right in here. So okay, and I want to make a tag, and I have a vision of this little snippet of color here, right? Because it's garbage. I mean, you guys, I'm not wasting anything because I've already, you know, it's nothing. But I want to make this into a tag. So then we find a piece. Here we go. Look at this. This is a cleanup sheet that I had. Oh, look at that. And so I'm just going to cut this into a little tag. If you have a die cutting machine and you... Oh, I do. Wait. Do I? Oh, do I? Please hold. Please hold. So, you know, if you guys have the stuffs, you know, definitely use it. So I'm gonna do my tag like this. So this is the die that came with the Sidekick. How nice is that? It's a little bit smaller than what I had in mind, but for the purpose of today's show, this is going to be fabulous. Okay, so, ta-da! Look at that lovely tag, right? Then we take our little folded piece, or not. I was like, where did it go? Okay. And I don't mind if I cover the hole because I can easily punch that back out. Or I can just use the bits that I need to. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. Let's run it that way. And then we'll have a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to either glue stick would be really good for this kind of application. We're just gonna glue this up, get that right on there, wrap that up, and now I have this cute little tag, and then I can, ooh, I like that too. I'm gonna put this right here. Get my glue scissors, and I call them glue scissors because these scissors resist sticky stuff very, very well, and so I use them to cut anything sticky. So there's our little tag. Okay, very little. Maybe we can do some stamping on there, you know, all that fun stuff. I've got little bits of this red still. Ooh, I like that. And this is all the little bitty garbages, you guys. I don't like that piece, but I think I like that piece and that piece. And then that piece. I like that skinnier though. So we're going to glue this guy down. Hello, little bit. How are you doing? Okay, so, ooh, this is just using prints and stuff that we've been collecting. Okay, all of the things. And then you decorate it kind of like a little junk journal. Go like that. And then, yeah. Well, this is a junk journal. Now, if you're like, I don't do journals, that's not going to help me. Here we go, okay? This could be the inside of a card, okay? Because look, that basically is a card. But this maybe is a gift card for Amazon or Google Play. And you have just made yourself a pocket for your gift card. I would recommend sliding your gift card in there just to make sure, just before you glue it down. So put your gift card about there and then glue this down so it gives it enough room to slide in there. But see that? That would be a perfect little slot for a gift card. And that's if you made this into a card. Oh no. Elizabeth. Okay. I made a boo-boo. Ugh. How devastating. Not. We don't mind. Because we're just going to use that for that. So I'm going to peel that off. And then we're just going to take part of the inside and run it to the outside. Okay. We're going to put that there. So don't panic if something happens. All your boo-boos are just opportunities for embellishments, okay? So we're going to set that right there. Get our little embellishment on there. Okay. Here we go. And see, that runs right over to there. That actually looks good. And then we're going to, and I've got a little bit more of that red if I need it, but what we're going to do is find the piece that I wanted to use for the die cuts for our book. You can see those are going to go in there. You can add pockets all over. You can do corner pockets. Just use your little papers, make little tags, all the fun stuff. And then this, the outside, when you're deciding what to do with what prints, oh, see, that would have been a good book. Yeah, my little butterfly. Either way, I lost this one. Okay, this is the one I want to use to cut some dies. Now I am going to have to get my big die cutting machine because this is watercolor paper and it's going to be a little bit of a pain, but that's okay. It's okay. Gotta do a little bit of a cleanup here. Get that going. Get my pile of papers over there. Pick up the little Sizzix beast. Get that opened up. Get our cutting plates out. Okay. I think this it's pushing it. Okay, let me just cut the sections out that I want. Okay, so this is the fun part. We look at our flowers, whatever we're using, and we figure out where we want them. And I think I want that like that. So I'm just gonna cut a chunk of this. Ugh. Okay, so I've got my die. It's ready to go. gonna run it through and then come back and hope that it chopped it up. Okay, well that's interesting. You guys, it didn't do like I thought it would do. Come on. I'm really confused. This isn't... Okay. So, okay, I just need to trim the ends. Right? Okay. So this one is designed to... Okay, why aren't we letting go here? Oops. Almost ripped the thing. So if you cut the top portion out of your card, the bottom portion stays. Baked enchiladas. Okay. I need to run this through one more time, I think. There we go. So it doesn't cut the bottom off. So if you put the die at the top of your card, it's going to leave the bottom of the card intact. If that makes sense. Okay. So we're going to put this back in here. See that? Come on, get in there. Get in there. I just need that side to cut a little bit better. Oh, no, I need to... Come on. I know you want to go in there. There we go. Might lose that flower, but hopefully not. There we go. Come on, get out of there. Pokey! Pokey tool. Just going in here and gently poking these little doodads out. So you can get as big a base as you want, and OMG, look at that. I messed up this side a little bit because I had to run it back through, but it still looks beautiful. I ran it through, my plate is beveled, so I just made sure the spot that didn't cut was where my plate bevels down. and that helped. Ooh, look it. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I need to cut the bottom a little bit straight because that's going to annoy me. Just like so. Oh, look at that. And for this, we would glue down super good, or if you had the sticky dots, you know, something to catch all of those. I forgot to put my glue stopper in there. Let's get a lot of glue on here. Yonk. Okay. Glued all over. So there, if anything, if you just do your favorite colors for flowers, I'm going to put a towel on this to help smush it down because I got a lot of glue in there. Because I wanted to make sure it was going to stay put. Because there's a lot of little teeny pieces. Okay, so you just take your rag and push on the pieces. Oh, look at that. Oh. And then you can use the same sheet, okay, the same sheet, and do different die cuts throughout the book, and it would be cohesive and uniform because this is going to show up throughout the book. And if you find a little dude that is disagreeing with you, just glue him into place and tell him to behave. Okay, push and wipe away, that way there you don't get too much glue staining going on. So I'm going to push, the glue spurts out, and then I'm going to wipe away from the project. Yep, I flipped it. Shims and dyes and all the fun stuff. And then don't dismiss stuff like this. Okay? Because it's got a beautiful design in it, and if we can get a dark enough, oh, see, look at that. If we can get a dark enough contrast, that's, I'm gonna glue that right there because I like that. Okay, and then you just fill your journal with whatever you want. If you need spaces to write, be sure to put a little tag or something in there, or leave yourself little writing boxes. You could put a decorative little box right here for writing. See ya, Vay. Thanks for hanging out with us. Okay, so there is that. All right, so all I have to do is figure out how I want to attach my signatures into my book, okay? And there are lots of ways to do it. There's the poke holes and stitch everything through. There is the non-aggressive way, and that is to tie twine or ribbon around each section and hold it in there like that. And then if you make a mess or something happens, you can pull out your inserts. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, this one I missed this little guy right there. So we're just gonna add a little bit of glue, smush, and wipe away. There we go. Oh, I love that. And these are going to go together because I used the same inks for both process. And even if I didn't, like these are paint, this is watercolors, it'll go good together in the end. Where's my glue topper? I have lost my glue topper. Nope, there it is. Hidden. Okay, so we're gonna make a card now with some of, so this I can throw away, this I can throw away, because these are nothing. I'm not gonna worry about those, so I'm gonna toss those. Anything else? See, I'm gonna wait on this one because this right here is a nice little corner. That might be fun to do on one of the pages. I'm gonna wait on that one. But I think all of this is pretty much toast. Maybe not that piece. Maybe a nice little strip in there. Okay. So all of that, rest of that goes in there. Okay. Bo Bunny. Bo Bunny, Bo Bunny, Bo Bunny. Come on. Bo Bunny. I know you have an owl. Oops. All right, so sometimes you're looking at stuff and it interests you. Ooh, I like these two. I'll take 3 of those. I have an idea for those. Bo Bunny, Bo Bunny, Bo Bunny. Did I miss my owl? Nope, there he is. There's my owl. Oh, I forgot it comes with feathers too. So, I just stabbed myself in my own eye. Did you guys see that? And I broke a nail. Not in my eye. I just stabbed myself. Wow, you guys, giving all those thumbs up. You're awesome. So I'm going to take these. I don't know, maybe the smaller one. I'll take the leaves, or the feathers. Yes, Miss Littlebit, you are the second person to ask, and I actually have some brand new stamps that I haven't put away yet. I was starting to put them away. I was putting away a big sheet, and I'm like, oh, I should do a video. So I do have some stamps left to do my video. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, no poking me. Man, I poked it so hard it's like watery. Okay, so this here is a cleanup. And what I did is I had my half a sheet of paper. I had crusty, not like crusty, but you know, it was on the verge of crusty black paint sitting there from the other projects we were doing. And so I wildly painted it on. And I know it's hard for you guys to see, but you notice that it's kind of purple-ish or more of a gray right there versus the rest. Throughout the page, there's that purpley color, and I just kind of blended it in there with the black. I put the black on, and then that dried, and then I put this purpley color on. And after that, I was like, I want some splatters. So I splattered it. I did not wait for it to dry. Something happened, and I smudged the dot. Was it? Yeah, I smudged the dot like really bad. It was disgusting and I was upset. And I'm like, nope. So I took a paintbrush and I drug it across all of my splatters. Okay. And then I said to myself, I still want splatters. So I splattered it again with the white. And then I splattered on some of one of the yellows. Not you. Crackling Campfire. Yeah, I think it was Crackling Campfire, the yellow one, you guys. I sprinkled that on there, okay, to get the goldy, shiny, shimmery dots. And now we're going to cut it in half. Yes, layers. See, Tim Holtz trimmer doesn't try to eat me. There was an error. What are you guys doing? Look it. You guys do this to me all the time. Just joking. I just got to hit the retry. Okay, so we're going to go down to 4 1/4. Because this is a half a sheet of paper. So I'm going to go down to 4 1/4. And now I have 2 card panels. Easy peasy. Just from cleanup. Okay, so we're going to take one of them. I'm going to white splatter. That is Dr. P.H. Martin's Pin White. There's different ones of these. This one was on sale, and I was like, well, I'll give it a try, and it works. Other white splatter people use the same brand, but it's for different stuff. This one is actually for an airbrush, but it works for splatters. Okay. So what I'm doing, because I didn't flatten my paper beforehand, is I'm telling it, hey, you're bending this way. I want you to bend this way so I can get it a little bit flatter. Okay. It's not going to hurt it. Trust me. Then we're going to get ourselves a little card base. Okay. And we're going to debate if we want to cover the whole thing or have a little bit showing. And I want just a teeny bit showing. Normally I take a 1/4 inch off, but we're going to take about 1/8 inch off. And I just eyeball it. I just stick it between the 2 lines and call it good. A little bit off the top, a little bit off the side and off the bottom. Top and bottom, I don't know. That way there we get a nice little border. I like that. Okay. I think this way is going to do it more even though. Yep. Okay, so there's that. There's that. Get my little scrap of paper. It's been hanging out up there. Ooh, or a gold base. I'll see if I have gold. We'll go right to the edge with the gold, or we can put a little bit of lunar paste in there. Ramona, hello, hello. Craft paper? Well, let's find out. Oh, good. I do have a card base. It's in craft. Craft. Ooh, that would work too. So that's the craft base. What do you think, Jim? That's the craft. It is kind of golden-y versus the white. Kind of like the craft. Okay, so we'll have those there. Okay. Let's get our stamps rolling out. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Stampies. Now I need this guy to really stand out. So I'm not going to do anything if I can't find my inks. Yeah, gesso, in any white paint that's got a high opacity, like you cannot see through it. It's very opaque. You want an opaque white. And the dark is a very opaque. Ramona likes the craft. Thanks, Ramona. Oh, look at him. This is a Bo Bunny. Honestly, cannot say if you guys can get this stuff anymore. I am not a channel that stays current. I go back and forth. I'm like, ooh, look what I got new. And I'll pair it with the stuff that's old because I have it. And I like using all my things. So we're going to see if those will fit right here. Which they will. But I'm waiting on the new Simon Hurley owl. There was a little bit of miscommunication. That's why I was like, we're working on it. She thought I meant I didn't want the last new release, but I had ordered some really old Simon Hurley stuff. And I say that, but it's not really that old. And I said I didn't want that stuff. Craft looks good. Woodsy. Yes. Because doesn't that just feel like those trees, birch trees and stuff? Maybe in the winter. It would be great if I had a Christmas owl. You know, oh, that would be great. Okay, so there's our owl. And I'll do the big leaf. Big leaf. They're feathers. Elizabeth, they are feathers. They are not leaves. Although this would be really pretty with leaves too. Not gonna lie. I like this design. Plop that right there. I think I just moved that. Nope, yay, I did it good. Yeah, Ramona, I have a niece that loves owls too, and for her Christmas cards and stuff, I always pop an owl on her stuff. You know, but owls are a hoot. Gotta love a good owl, right? Okay, so we got him on there. You know what? I like it in the black and white. I was thinking about coloring it, but I think what I'm going to do is use a little bit of glossy accents and accent his eyeballs, and then little bits on the feathers. Gold, yeah, gold. Okay, let me get the what's these faces? The what's these faces? You guys know? Those things. They're perfect pearls. And then my Versamark pin. I do want to get him all cut out and put on exactly where we want him, because once we get those perfect pearls on and the glossy accents, we're not going to want to mess it up. Jean! Ooh, you're right. I got one of those too. The fairy stamps owl. But this is what I've got. I need to do an inventory of my stuff so I know. Gonna try and get a general list. I'm gonna take pictures of my stuff so I can take it with me to a stamp away. some of this stuff so I don't accidentally double buy. Owls and penguins are Deborah's favorite. That's awesome. I drew the cutest penguin. You guys, you want to see? I'm working on some designs for Christmas cards. And, okay, look at this penguin. I know it's just in pencil, but look at, he's in his little scarf and earmuffs. Isn't he cute? Aha! And then this little guy, him is just a happy little, oh, come on. Him is just a happy little penguin. And then little chirpy birds. This little chubber little bird. And then this kooky little bird. He's out hanging up ornaments. I know it's really hard. I just got him penciled in. And then another little kooky bird. Just doing some kooky Christmas designs. I'm gonna try and get them into my computer too. But yeah. I was doing those last night while I was watching Monica Taylor do her Christmas card in July. Taylor made cards for you, which I need to work on that video tomorrow. Get my design team video out. And then I got to work on a design team video for Crescent Creation. Excited about that one. Guys, be sure and follow me on Instagram. Elizabeth Costa-Rogers. I have a link tree in the description that will get you to all of my social media. That is... I have our Facebook group, all that fun stuff is in the link tree. That way there we can share goodies. You guys can always tag me in anything that you make on the platforms. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I don't post a lot on TikTok yet. Snowman, and you got your money. Okay. I'll make some snowmen. So I can take your monies. I want all the monies, you guys. Tell me what you want. I'll make it. Oh, I do. I like that. And then we're going to accent those. Cordelia, thank you so much. Yeah, I was Googling. I saw a kooky bird with a Christmas hat, and I'm like, I can draw a kooky bird with a Christmas hat. And so I drew the two kooky birds, and then I'm like, well, what if people don't like kooky birds? So I drew kind of, not weird, but realistic-ish birdies. And then I'm like, ooh, what about a penguin? So yeah, that was, that was my drawing part. Sharks. Did I put the sharks in the website? Chatwithsassy.com. There's a turtle. There's Christmas dinosaurs. I got babies. Oh. Okay, so I need to put my Christmas sharks in. How did I? I'll have to see why I didn't do that. I tell you, my brain argues with me a lot. Because I have a cute great white that has a Santa Claus hat. I made it for a Christmas card for my nephew one year. And then I have a shark that has birthday balloons, and the balloons are fish and a dolphin. That one was my favorite. I made fish and dolphin balloons. It was cute, you guys. Bye, Carla. Thanks for hanging out with me. Yeah, I hear you, Carla. I hear you. But keep watching my channel, okay? Once I get some stuff built up in the shop, I'm going to do giveaways for product in my... Well, it's not really product. For designs in my shop. So, just keep hanging out. You might win some. And I do thank you all for hanging out with me during this Mystery Monday. It is called a Mystery Monday because it's a mystery what I'm going to work on. Some days some Mondays I have a guest. Some Mondays I fly solo. Most of the Mystery Mondays have not been paper crafting. A lot of them have been other crafts. This one is paper crafting because I have a lot of it. So that's what I did. Deborah, I want that too. And I want it closed off, but houses on the, like, not even houses, like little huts on the outskirts. Big fenced off, so they can't hop the fence, but you can stand at the edge of your balcony and watch all the animals on the inside. That would be nice. And I would have snipers for anybody that tried to hop the fence. No. Hello, hello, Mr. Hurley. And right when I said that. Oh, I already trimmed that. We already trimmed that. Oh, I almost trimmed it again, you guys. Nope. We're just going to make sure our thing is turned the right way. And that is good. Kookaburra. Ooh, Kookaburra for Diana of Oz. Let me write that down. I gotta write this down, you guys, or else I'm gonna forget, because that's what I do. So we need Christmas sharks, snowmen, and Kookaburra. Come back. Mr. Simon, do you have any new releases coming up anytime soon? I know I haven't got the last two, but they're on their way. I'm so impatiently waiting for them to arrive. Okay, so I got that there. Let's get this glued down. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this just a little bit differently. I don't want it totally popped up. Where's that at? But I want this thicker. I want this card to be a little bit more luxurious. Like, you know, there's a lot of weight to it. Because craft paper in general... Ooh, Wednesday. Craft paper in general is not very heavy. So I'm going to take 120 pound cardstock. This is what I usually make my card bases out of. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit off. so it fits my card panel. First visit, oh, that is so cool. Jim says that was one of the first birds I saw when I visited Australia. First animal was a wombat. Wombats, aren't they so cute? Oh my goodness. Is this my smaller one? Yep, okay. So I want to just make sure this is going to fit and not hang over. Fabulous. So instead of putting up foam, which you totally could, I could totally foam this, but I don't maybe want to spend the extra on postage. Okay, so we're just going to mount it to a white card base. Okay, just like so. Christmas Part 1. Sign me up. I'll take it all. Man. I gotta call Neha and say, Neha, gotta do an order. Okay. Get that on there. So now this is much more stable. I'm going to pop it on here. Okay. Put that down. Now, if you don't have a 120-pound cardstock, you could do 2 scraps of paper. Maybe you have cleanup that is absolutely horrendous. You could glue 2 of these to the back of this and get it popped up, and right there makes it a little bit more luxurious. It's got the weight to it. It's really nice. Lunar paste. I know, right? And okay, so I was just thinking I need a branch, but I don't need a branch. I can make it like the leaves are the branch. The leaves, gosh, they're feathers. I got leaves on my brain. And no, I don't like that. But I do. More lunar paste Wednesday. Good thing Jean gets paid on Wednesday. Yay! I love it. Christmas Part 1 with lunar paste. Okay. I'm kind of okay with that, but not 100%. I'm going to... No, I think it's okay. I think I'm just being a little bit too critical. And then I'm going to just... Okay. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Like he's gonna spill the beans on the color. Yeah. Get that there. And these would be really 3 of the most beautiful colors ever? Well, I don't know, because you kind of released later Gator and Minty Fresh already. I hope one of them is green, because you can never have too much. Jean, I want to go. You'll have to take me on a video chat to Mr. Hurley's house. Okay, so there we have it. We're going to get our glossy accents. Oh, there's a green. I love it. Yes, I already want it. I wanted it before you even thought of it. Okay, so I'm going to do the glossy accents last. I'm going to get a paintbrush to apply some perfect pearls. And we're going to use the Versa marker, okay, to give some accents of the gold, what's his faces. Okay, now it's reacting to the ink, so before I put this away, I'm going to make sure I clean off the tip, because I don't want any black getting onto something that may not have black. Well, let's do his ears too. Okay. It depends on which background. Just a second. I'll show you. I made a couple of cards with a couple of the backgrounds. Okay, it's not sticking. Why are we not sticking? Oh, wait. This is... Okay. Please hold. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, no, it's stuck. Okay, trust the process, Elizabeth. Woo! Look at that. And on the replays, always feel free to fast forward it by a lot. Sometimes I take a long time to get my yammering done. Wednesday, you guys. Set my alarm. Oh, I must have touched that pin right there for something. Ugh, look at that. And just dust that off that we don't want there. Ooh, he almost looks like a foiled sticker. Good thinking, Mr. Jim. Okay, and then we're going to pop on a little bit of a glossy accents. And I'll show some cards. Oh, yeah, I didn't use the birthday card one. Or the birthday, the one that was at the end. Yeah, see, and that was just from brush stroking the white splatters, because let me tell you, I smeared the one and it looked yucky, so then I was like, well, we're gonna keep going. So we're gonna glossy accent the whole eyeball. We're gonna do the beak. Okay, and then I know I put gold in his toesies, his little talons, but we're also gonna glossy accent that, just because I think it would be cool, and I did it, so there. And then I'm gonna pick just a few spots on the feathers. Hey, look, I said it right. Pick a few spots on the feathers and just dabble it in. It's not even perfect, okay? This guy is gonna be such a hoot. Look it. See the reflection in his eyes? Oh my goodness, in his little toes. So you could really mass produce these. You make your backgrounds, you do all the stamping, the die cutting, scan and cut, whatever you have, and then just go through and add your little shimmers, and then go through and add all your glossy accents, and you will have a stack of cards done in no time at all. Oh, I love that. We'll have to do that with the Mr. Hurley owl too when I get it. Fairy moss. Yeah, see, it just whatever you make it to be. Okay, so there's that. And so today we made that owl card, and then we made this at the beginning. We're using all of those beautiful papers we've been collecting. Okay, and we die cut them, like this one here. That came right out of there, and I have so much more to work with. We even saved the outer piece of the die cut area and put it in there, and you get that feel of a flower, but not the actual flower. So there's hardly any waste from that. Okay, now for a sentiment. Who do you think you're talking to, mister? No sentiments on my cards. But yeah. And these are these ones here, we're using the Simon Hurley re-inkers, and you can mix and blend them and get different colors. But if you don't, you can re-ink and you would have color matchy. Okay, this was paint. I feel like, no, this is not paint. This is Distress Oxide. That chalky look. And it's sprayed on. It's not painted on. So, yeah. Okay. That's paint, though. And that's a cleanup. That was a cleanup from a while ago. Paint. So, all of those little things you got. Like, this is the watercolor one. This is from a cleanup from last night. This one here. So you can definitely use your gel plate. You can use anything on your gel plate. If you don't have a gel plate, you can attempt it on your glass mat or your craft surface. But I would recommend a gel plate just because you're going to get different results. So we made that today. And I just got to figure it out. Now, the other day when we were making all of the pretty papers, I did take 2 pulls and I made these guys. And again, these are the re-inkers. Okay, so we've got the shooting star in there, and then I trimmed it with a little bit of guppy around the edges. But yeah, and I just used a regular zigzag in there. And I know it's hard, but you could stencil in the shooting star color, but you would have perfect little zigzags. This zigzag, it's got bubbles and weirdness in there. So if you like really look at it, like this one right here had a little bit of green left in it. So using a gel plate to apply your stencils it's going to be fun. You're going to get different stuff. Like here, this one was Game Over, and then I used a little bit of Crown Me around the edges. This is the same sheet, by the way. That's a sheet, one pull. This was the other pull. This one here is the Game Over re-inker. This one was, some of them are thick, so you got to really add some water. And I added some water, but look how beautiful. I mean, the re-inkers are so, they're really beautiful. So yeah, I've been a busy bee, making some goodies. So be sure to, watch some replays. That was the other day, you guys. I put those pieces together. Remember, we die cut it. Oh, you guys, I set that right on my owl. Okay. That's all right. I set that right on my owl and picked up his little eyeballs and nose. This is me getting excited and forgetting what I'm doing. So I'm just going to rub that off. We're not panicking, okay? We're going to do this again, and I'm going to put him off to the side so he can finish drying. I'm just going to add a little bit. Get that bubble worked out there. There we go. His nose isn't too bad. Amazing. Add a little bit there. And everything else looks good. Okay, I'm putting him away. Okay. I die cut this guy and then ink blended, so I had the white pieces left over. But I inked, then die cut, so I had all the blue. And so yeah, I made 2 cards with the die cut. I just swapped their parts. Pretty cool. Yeah, this one here, I stamped it and then went in with some jelly pins and just accented with those. But yeah. And any questions? I'll take pictures of this. We might revisit it in a pre-recorded, show you how I do some other stuffs to it. I'm just gonna make it like a little notebook. Yes, thank you. Alrighty. Anything else, you guys? I will probably be hanging out in Debbie J's live tomorrow. She's got Biddy Penny hanging out with her. And then Wednesday, I will definitely be hanging out with Simon Hurley. And I will have a live at 7 p.m. Eastern. So, I hope to see you guys there. Thank you all for hanging out with me. And we will see you next time. Until then, bye-bye, everyone.